There's two types of sound waves now. People don't know this yet. Well, you common folk do not know this as well. But maybe your physicists and chemists and sometimes biologists do actually know. There's two types of sound waves. There's matter sound waves, like air, like when a radio speaker vibrates, it produces air pressures that form vectors of oscillatory vibrating air motion, which actually moves negative energy across the medium of air and or other matter like solids and liquids. There's only three types of matter: gases, liquids, and solids. Those are called phases. And there's the gas phase, the liquid phase, and the solid phase. And then there actually is another one called a semi-solid. Semi-solids are another phase, but they can be considered solids. They're not really liquids. They're really truly solids, but people call them semi-solids. So generally there's three phases, sometimes four, depending upon how you want to look at it. There is actually this certain type of material that is very liquid and very solid at the same time. So I don't know. There is a semi-solid. So there's probably four types of matter: semi-solids, solids, liquids, and gases. But the other type of sound is what we call energy sound. And that is a frequency that is in the sound frequency range that comes from particles of energy, like subatomics, like magnetism. Magnetic fields can oscillate sound. Light can pulsate in gap distances as sound, and other particles can form sound. Gravity itself is quantum, and people don't know that it's quantum. Some are trying to argue that it's not, but gravity is actually quantum. It's a particle interaction. We see this through like the motion of small particles when they're affected by other particles, like small atoms affected by heat and light and magnetism and other particle forces, like nuclear force and stuff. That's affected also by gravity. It has mass. So any particle that has mass, such as an electron, a proton, or a neutron, it is potentially quantum gravity. It's that simple. I mean, just because a small particle has gravity and it falls to gravity, that means gravity itself is quantum. So atoms, small single atoms, can be, especially a proton, can be considered gravitational and having mass. Mass is really just a particle field, a subatomic particle field all around us from the universe and the earth and the sun and the moon and everything else. Just a bunch of tiny particles that actually form a vacuum of magnetism. All particles of every type usually form some type of magnetic state. So like everything's just magnetism. It's all just magnetism interacting. Everything. It does not matter what it is. Atoms, subatomics, it's all just magnetism. So basically, the other form of sound is also energy. Energy is another form of sound. So like it is possible to make sounds with energy. And it has happened. Have you ever heard a transformer hum? When like different things that have energy flowing through them, when they make sounds, like they move matter. So like electric transformers that run power station to the people using power, they will hum. They will hum. And then also when clouds are heated up by light, they are moving across the sky because of temperature. And that's another thing. It opposes gravity, therefore gravity is quantum per atom. So, I mean, there's just different reasons to believe that there's two types of sound. There's energy sound and then there's matter sound. Okay, so just know this.